channel. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to win a man's heart. The 7 secrets you need to know about to get him to stay with you, stick with you, respect you, and love you even much more than you can ever know. Is it possible? Yes, it is. It is. So if you're going to stay right through this video to the end, like, don't jump ship. So this video is not going to be long because winning a man's heart is not difficult. It's not about manipulating him or trying to be who you are not. But if you're going to stay with all I have to say in this video, like, I mean, if you are ready to practice the things I'm going to share with you in this video, it will work. It will work. I don't mean listening and not practicing. You have to practice every single step I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you 7 things, like 7 steps or 7 things you must do to win his heart. So number 1 is be confident in yourself. This is very important. Like, a lot of ladies don't care about this. Like, you have to show up for who you are. You don't need to pretend to be someone else because confidence is attractive. It makes you bold. It makes you, there's this thing about men when they get in contact with a woman who is very bold about herself, who is proud of who she is. Like, it's not like you are trying to overdo yourself, but they know very well that this lady believes in herself and she knows who she is. She knows her worth. He believes, like, they know that you are not coming to kind of depend on them to get all your values from them because men are chasers. That is why it is so. They want a woman who is, cool enough and complete enough to be chased. But if you put yourself in that place of not, trying to be someone else, trying to meet up to standards, trying to, he knows he's going to find out. The moment he looks at you, he's going to find out. So you need to have confidence. You need to be confident in yourself. Like, whatever you have, whoever you are, you have to believe in yourself. I believe that life is a progress. So even if you have some unmet, dreams and you want to still, get more values for yourself, it's going to take a time. Like, it's going to take some process. It's going to cost you some time or maybe it's cost you some money to achieve those things. But you are not to focus on those things you don't have at the moment. Your focus should be on the very fact that this is who you are now. You have to accept yourself, be proud of what you have, what you can offer, who you are, and don't try to overdo yourself, like overdo things or do things you cannot do. So be proud of yourself, be confident in yourself, accept you first, because when you accept yourself first, that is when he's going to accept you. But if you have issues with building self-confidence or maybe it's not working for you, you try to, you want to just get it all before you start feeling like you are alive, then you need to read books on how to build self-confidence and watch videos on that because it's going to help you to really find yourself. I believe identity crisis is actually a reason why so many people don't really have self-confidence. But if that is your problem, if you feel like you are not always enough, there is this thing inside of you that makes you feel like you're not enough, or whenever you come before a man, you feel like he's better than you and you have nothing to offer, then you have issues with self-confidence and you need to work on it. Like, be intentional with working on it. Find videos that talks about that and find books that talks about that. And even pray for yourself also because self-confidence makes you very attractive. And when a man finds that, they want to be there, like they really want to be with you and their heart will be longing to have you. So secondly, on how to win a man's heart is be playful and fun to be with. Like, some women are so rigid. Like, I don't really want to blame you for that because sometimes circumstances of life, the kind of environment you are in or the kind of job you do, everything can actually make you to always be serious with life, be serious with yourself. Just like I talked about being confident doesn't mean you are gonna be just, make yourself look like you can't, play or you can't joke and all that. Understand that men, there's this thing about, a child that is inside of them and they don't joke with a woman that makes them feel comfortable with fun. You have to learn how to detense a tensed environment, if there's any word like that. Like, you can really walk into somebody's life and make the person feel, less pressure than they ever had because men think a lot and sometimes they are really stressed in their minds. And that's why they need that part of you that is fun to be with. You can joke, you can crack some little jokes, you can actually make the whole atmosphere soft because women is known for softness. That is how God created us. So no matter how hard a man is and how critical he is, when he comes to you, he begins to see the other side of, life, which is what makes him feel like having fun, what makes him feel so happy. And it doesn't matter what, like, for example, I had a day when I was with my husband, and he was just like, he was so stressed out that day. And of course, I knew the things he was saying. I didn't want to get offended because I didn't feel like he was supposed to say those things to me. Yeah. So, but I understood that he was stressed out. He was trying to fix this and that. And I had to take a deep breath and decided to make him laugh. It was a decision, it was a choice. So it doesn't matter how a man felt around you. What matters is what you have to offer. You have some gifts in you. And one of those gifts is how is making the tensed environment to, become calm, cool, and soft. So you can just try to, you know, plan to make it work. It's very possible you can do that. So men stick with ladies who make them feel like laughing, make them feel soft, fun to be with. So when you always call out the baby side of him, he will always stick with you because he doesn't always want to be serious about life and everything. So he wants to play, he wants to chat, he wants to do those things. And of course, sometimes he may not have. That's why, of course, you see men having men's group. Men play a lot, much more than women. You see them hanging out in the night, playing golf, playing football, playing all that, despite their age. Most times you don't see that in women. Women are, busy with one or two things. They love to play. Men love to play. If you can learn that men love to play, you just have to find a little way around it. Play in the house if you're married. Just crack jokes through the phone, send phone messages. Just make life more light and more more easy for him. And when you do that, you see his heart sticking with you and always longing to have you around because he knows that you are going to make him feel, easy when he's uneasy with himself. So number three, what to do to win a man's heart, or the secret to a man's heart, is respect. See, I know you've heard so much about respecting a man, and of course, it's like that. There's some certain things you cannot change about life. It is just like that. So you can't do anything about it. I know some ladies get uncomfortable with the fact that men always require or want you to respect them, even when they don't deserve it. Like some men who don't deserve it are those ones who are careless with themselves. But the fact remains that that is their nature. I don't know how God did it. Maybe God built it inside of them that they must be respected or something. But the fact remains that if you give them respect, they are going to give you back their heart because they don't joke with respect. It's just like that. Maybe it's their nature. I believe that's the way they are created. So most men don't joke with respect, if not all the men you see walking around. They don't joke with respect. So if you want to win a man's heart, you have to be ready to respect him. Be intentional about that. So a man feels so valued when you respect his decisions, his opinion, his choices and all that. And respect is not just that you said yes. They see how you respect, when you talk, like your body language, your facial expression, how you react to whatever it is they just said or want you to do and all that. It's important. Respect doesn't mean you will always have to say yes over everything, over every instruction, or over every idea. It's just about how you responded because respect is about attitude, character, facial expression, body language. That's what respect is all about. You can respectfully disagree with him when you don't agree with whatever he's saying. So it's all about respect, manner of approach. That is what actually tells him that you value what he is or who he is and you respect him. And every man honestly loves a woman who respects him. And if you do that, he'll always come back to you because he'll be like, there's someone that respects me. And of course, not everybody respects him. So remember, you're trying to win his heart and you want to know the secret to his heart. Respect is one of them. You cannot overrule it. You can't write it off. So no matter how much you bond with your partner, your man, understand that that place of respect is still important. I understand that sometimes you're going to play with him, joke with him, crack jokes, call pet names and all that and do your stuff, but still draw the lines when it has to do with respect because you have to be sensitive to that and be conscious about that because it's going to help you to succeed in the relationship. So the next thing on how to win a man's heart is be a woman who is peaceful. This is very important. Like, I don't care what your temperament is, but if you care about winning a man's heart, you have to practically learn how to be peaceful. It's a choice to do that. You steer him away when you are full of pressure, drama, acting, and all those things that women do, like emotional instability and all that. It scares a man away. You can't keep him with that. Men love to be with a woman who gives them peace. Everyone naturally wants peace. And what makes you think that he's going to be with you if you keep, running him down with your emotions, like emotional pressure and all that? It doesn't work. You keep scaring him away. Like he can be very far away from you if you don't have peace. But if you have peace, trust me, he's going to run after you. Like his heart is going to be glued to you because the place of peace is a place of rest. And men, of course, the kind of job that some of them do can really be something else. And of course, they need rest all the time. So if you have peace, you will have their heart. Number 5 is support and believe in him. Every man wants a woman who will stand by him, supporting him and believing in him because men are like kings. There is this leadership nature that they have. It's just there. Like someone said, well, we can't blame men for who God had made them to be. We rather blame God for making them to be that way. So somehow they have that leadership skill and qualities and nature in them. So they want you to support them. He takes the lead. He wants that. He takes the lead, maybe in the family or in a business or something. So provided he is there in your life, he wants you to support him. The same way every woman wants support, of course. Everyone needs that. Yeah, so but he loves you more when you support him, stand by him, encourage him when he's low, and help lift him up when he's down. Men naturally needs encouragement. Like a woman can actually buckle up herself, cry, and pour out her emotions and still free up and easily get over those things. But men, they want you to talk to them because they are critical thinkers. And of course, their minds is always going through a lot of things. So he wants you to build faith in him when he looks confused, when he's like very low, like scattered, shattered. He just wants you to put him together. And if you can do that, like if you can find those moments and really fit into those moments, that's a secret. Like he can't forget you. He can't overlook the fact that you actually showed up when he can't put himself together. And that is one of the qualities every wife should have, and most wives have. And that is what helps them to keep the man and keep the home. If you can be his safe place, his heart will belong to you. So number 6 is look good and smell good. It's very important. Like no matter how long you've stayed with a man, if you don't have his heart, one of the things you cannot do or cannot stop doing is not looking good. You have to always look good because that is your point of attraction. Like you need to attract a man closer to you before you begin to dig deep into his heart. You must not lose sight of the way you look. You must look beautiful always and smell good as well. Like a lot of women, they easily forget the fact that what attracted their man was part of it was their looks. So that you got married doesn't mean you should forget about that or you should, do away with all that. So how you smell makes a man feel safe with you. And how you look makes him feel even more attracted to you and comfortable with you. So if you want your man's heart to be with you, you have to not overlook the fact that you have to always look excellent, like look attractive, look beautiful. Don't look, you mustn't look expensive. If you have the money to look expensive, that's fine. But if you don't, there are ways you can actually make yourself look beautiful, appealing, attractive. And it's part of the things you must include in winning a man's heart. Because every man looks out for a woman who looks beautiful. That's the first thing they do. They keep looking at you, looking at you, and looking at you till they get closer to you. So finally, number 7 is to pray for your man's heart. You have to understand that some certain things that fight relationship is more spiritual than physical, especially when you have practiced all the things I've listed in this video and it's not working. Then you have to go to God in prayer. Every woman must know how to pray if you are going to take care of a man's heart. Like if he's going to will his heart to you, of course you need that heart. You need to see my other video where I talked about the benefits of winning a man's heart. Then you will begin to understand that you really need his heart. Like you don't need to just manage everything you have or anything you have with him. Like some women don't care. They are like, fine, you don't want to love me, fine. If you don't want to be there for me, fine. I'm going to just live my life. But you need his heart. You need him because there's a lot of benefits when you have his heart with you. So you have to pray for your man's heart. If you have done everything and it's not working, know that maybe you are dealing with some forces, and of course, God is the head of the man, and you have to report him to God. Whatever you tell God about him, he's going to do that. So you need to learn how to pray for him, pray for his heart, pray that your relationship is working. And when you do that, the Lord is going to deliver his heart on a platter of gold to you because God is faithful. One thing you must know is that no matter one thing you must know is that if everything fails, God cannot fail you. So when you pray for your man's heart, he is going to be there for you because God is in charge of everything. So learn to constantly pray for your man's heart. When you do that, God is going to protect his heart and will his heart to you without pressure, without anything. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, and share this video so that YouTube will recommend this video to other people. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed to my channel. My name is Esther Christian. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for watching. And bye. See you next time.